Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Welcome to drboycetv.com and also Dr. Boyce Daily Stock Market. This is where I break down all of the daily news that's kind of happening in the markets right now and kind of give you some insights that can hopefully help you make money and help you become a better investor. The first thing I wanted to kind of start off with is a discussion about crypto. Right now, crypto is becoming a bit of a battleground. Joe Biden apparently wants to start taxing the crypto miners, which could really hurt the industry. A lot of people are very upset about this. He's imposing new taxes on crypto mining in the U.S. And this, unfortunately, is actually leading to a lot of support for Trump because Trump has embraced crypto. It says here on CoinDesk.com that the Biden administration recently reintroduced a proposal that would place a 30% tax on all cryptocurrency miners, a move that represents an ideological witch hunt against a rapidly growing industry. Now, this is according to CoinDesk. CoinDesk is very opinionated, of course. The move, part of the government's budget proposal for the upcoming fiscal year, introduced in March, is in stark contrast to recent pro crypto statements from former President Donald Trump, who just this week called for the U.S. to dominate the Bitcoin mining sector. It remains to be seen whether the crypto mining excise tax will come into effect or whether Trump will deliver his aggressive crypto policies if elected. Though in recent weeks, many have begun to argue that the Biden administration may be softening on the industry. Now, before I move on, can y'all give me a quick yes to let me know you can hear me? Hey, Yashika, I see you, and James Keller and Tina B. Y'all know I had some audio issues recently, and I don't know why. I'm traveling this week. I came to see my family, and sometimes when I travel, my Wi-Fi acts weird and the audio goes in and out. So, but I wanted to just kind of talk to you guys for a minute. So I hope that that's okay. And also, this is Dr. Boyce Daily Stock Market, and so what I do is I have a podcast actually on Spotify. I actually have three podcasts, but I'll name a couple. One of them is called the Dr. Boyce Breakdown, and that's where I share everything that I do on my YouTube channel and kind of talk about a little bit of everything. And also, my wife and I appear on that channel when we do our pillow talks. And then also, there is Dr. Boyce Daily Stock Market. So, for those of you that just want to hear me talk about what's going on in the markets, that's what Dr. Boyce Daily Stock Market is for. So, I hope you'll feel free to go take a look at Spotify. All right, so let's keep going here. All right, so thank you for giving me the yes to let me know you can hear me. So it says here, it has to be stated that implementing a blanket 30% federal tax on digital asset mining will kill the sector and wipe billions of dollars out of investor value. And so there's that talk about the Biden administration kind of killing the Bitcoin mines, which is kind of crazy. It says the egregious mining tax, implemented despite the billions of dollars invested in the sector, is part of the budget proposal for the fiscal year 2025, which aims to address environmental concerns and regulate the digital asset mining industry. The proposal suggests that the tax would be phased in over 3 years, starting at 10% in the first year, 20% in the second year, and 30% in the third year. The administration argues that the tax is necessary to combat the high environmental impact of cryptocurrency mining, including its high energy consumption and its potential to raise energy prices. All right, so let's stop there for a moment. And I want to tell you that there's a big battle going on as it pertains to energy. There's an expectation that we're going to have energy shortages driven by things like crypto, but more importantly by AI. And we haven't even talked about quantum computing yet. Quantum computing is the next big revolution in technology that's going to really change the world. So, what does this mean? Well, this means that a lot of energy demand is going to go up. They're going to start building nuclear power plants, stuff like that. And actually, if you text the word stock to 87948, I sent you all a list of energy stocks that I think you can benefit from, as well as some AI stocks you can benefit from. So if you text the word stock to 87948, I'll send that all out to you via text. Because energy is gonna really become an interesting, what's the word? Black swanish kind of black horse in this financial race in the next several years. It's one of those big spin-offs of crypto, not sorry, not crypto. I meant to say AI that people aren't really talking about. And so, one particular energy ETF that I bought that's built to take advantage of that is has a ticker symbol URA, and that connects to uranium. Uranium is going to be in very high demand. So again, this is not investment advice. This is educational purposes only. I have to say that. But if you want to know what I'm buying, It's uranium and energy stocks. I'm buying those consistently over time because I believe that there's going to be a real interesting set of conversations revolving around energy. Can I write the number out? I can't. I can't write it out. Somebody else, if you can write it in the chat for my brother Gideon, it's 87948. So if you text the word stock to the number 87948, I will send you the list. And so that's going to be really big. So right now, what appears to be happening, which is really interesting, is that Trump is kind of carrying the flag of crypto. You know, he's pretty much said that he wants all the Bitcoin mined in the United States because he wants the U.S. to lead when it comes to energy. So I guess that's where they're drawing the line in the sand. What that's going to look like, I don't know, because you know how these politicians are. They make promises and they don't keep them, and and just ends up. I just don't have a lot of patience for politicians. But I do think that this battle's kind of interesting. If you look at the price of Bitcoin this week, it hasn't done so well. It's dropped by about 3.5%. I'm still a big believer in Bitcoin. I believe it's going to keep going up. I believe it's a great place to put money, but it's a place where you plant and park your money. You don't have to, you know, day trade Bitcoin. I think just buying it and letting it sit there for 2, 3, 4, 5 years and holding it. I don't see where that investment can go wrong. Again, this is not investing advice, but this is what I'm doing with my money. So anyway, some other things going on. I saw that Elon Musk got his pay package, which was kind of crazy. I couldn't believe they gave him that whole $56 billion, which to me that's too much. And it's not that the amount is too much, because they did make a deal, and based on the incentives he's owed 56 billion. But the problem with the deal with Musk is that he violated corporate governance rules. I mean, that board that he created that was supposed to represent shareholders, it was a stacked board. It was a kangaroo court. It was a group of people that were a bunch of yes men to Musk. His own brother was on the board. So how, guys, seriously, how many of you would represent strangers over your own sibling, right? Unless you have a really terrible sibling, most of you wouldn't do that. Most of you would not put a stranger's interest above that of your sibling. So the fact that Elon's brother, I forgot his brother's name, but they're a bunch of racist guys from South Africa, him and his brother, Kimball, I think his name's Kimball. And they, they grew up in apartheid and all that. So I'm not a fan of Elon in terms of his politics or who he is as a person, but I do think he's a smart guy. I think he's run a great company for the most part. He's done amazing things with Tesla. Maybe he deserves 10 billion, maybe 20 billion, 56 billion. Holy crap. But he got the money. They gave him the money. And I'm just going to tell you, I think shareholders for Tesla are making a huge mistake. I think that Tesla, put it this way, I'm really curious to see how we all feel about Tesla, say, in a year or two. I really am curious to see what that looks like. I don't know, but again, I could be wrong. Musk proves a lot of people wrong. Maybe I'll be one of them. Now, what else is going on? In addition to that, the stock market's been very strong. I encourage you to keep investing regularly. Stay on top of your game when it comes to being a part of this market. This is a great market, but I also encourage you to just remember that these are the good times. And after the good times, the bad times are always coming. So right now, the Federal Reserve is seeing a decline in the inflation rate, which is great for stocks. Also, they pretty much said that they're not going to do a rate cut until probably the fall, but they're gonna do it. And when they do it, when they announce it, I expect that the market's gonna really see a boost. So there's money out here everywhere, but I would say that this is the time where you prepare for the decline. It's gonna happen. Now it doesn't mean you sit around and wait for the market to fall apart. It just means that it's gonna happen. You have to be kind of ready for these things. And there's a lot of stuff going on right now in Russia in terms of us putting additional sanctions on Russia. So I'm going to kind of keep an eye on that, because if that sort of escalates, that can have an impact on energy prices. It can have an impact on the stock market. And then also, the fact that Russia owns these hypersonic missiles that we can't shoot down, that can literally blow up Chicago or New York in a matter of minutes, kind of makes me a little bit nervous. Kind of wondering how that's going to play out. But that's kind of happening now, and so a lot of this regular warfare tends to start off with economic warfare. It starts off with sanctions and economic penalties, and then that translates into violence. So let's hope that it doesn't get violent, but I would keep my eye on Russia and what's going on over there. All right, guys, I am sleepy as a dog right now. I hope you can forgive me. I just finished doing an options training in the Black Business School. If you want to just see what we have going on when it comes to options and all that stuff. If you text the word money to 87948, text money to 87948, it's on the screen. I will send you a training I have. It's totally free. It's called How to Make Money Without Working. And I know some of you were actually in the training, and you all loved it. But then again, we're the best on earth when it comes to black wealth because that's what we focus on. So feel free to take a look. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with what you see in the Black Business School, and we'll give you a lot of things for free just so you can test it out. So just pull out your phone, text the word money to 87948. I'll send you the training right away, and I guarantee it's going to blow your mind. All right, guys, I'm out. Have a good night, and thank you for hanging out. I see Tara and Yoshika and all the a lot of you that I just love. I love when I see your names. I feel better because, as you know, life is complicated. You know, there's a lot of weird stuff that happens, and you got your haters and all that. And I'm gonna tell you, the thing that keeps me from focusing on the haters is it's the energy I put toward the people that love me and the ones I love back. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great night, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. And sleep well. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.